Today we are in Levy County. And let me turn it around so you can see both of us. All right, we are in Levy County.
Yep.
Just north of the Marion County line.
Yeah.
Not too far from Highway 326. I think it's a state road. And we're on Highway 41.
Yeah.
US Highway 41. I was born in the back seat of a Greyhound bus rolling down Highway 41. That's not true.
Oh, I thought you were the inspiration for the
That's
song.
that's a line from a song. I was
know.
born in a family, a rambling man. Yeah. Allman Brothers. All right.
Yeah.
The reason we're here is because there's a cemetery across the street for the Barber family, and I'm going to show it to you and tell you a little bit about it. So here we go.
And it is June 20th, 2025.
Is that right? All right.
Yeah, right? That's
Almost
right.
summertime.
It is the first day of summer, isn't it? Officially? The first day of summer?
I would say. No, tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow is.
Oh.
Tomorrow's
okay.
World Music Day.
All right.
All right, now this is a very busy road. Very busy. Well, not by some people's standards, but by me it is, because it's
okay, we're going to have to hurry.
These cars don't go slow.
No, but we have to hurry. It's 60.
Crossing the road. Now, I actually came over here many years ago in the 1970s. And the reason I came here, I'm going to explain in a second, is because of this cemetery here.
Uh-huh.
This is the Barber Family Cemetery. Robin has some information about it that we looked up online. So what I'm about to tell you is probably hearsay.
Ooh, look out for Santa spurs.
And snakes.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a little cemetery, very small. And I came here because I was told that the fat lady from the circus was buried here. So I found this, and the story was that she died while on the train. Now, if you went through the trees right there, you would see the train tracks.
Oh my gosh.
Not too far back in there.
Can we see them from if we go to the fence?
I don't think so, but you might be able to hear a train if it comes by.
Oh, okay.
All right, so now I don't want to be disrespectful. This is a cemetery.
Yeah.
And so I want to look at some of these headstones and just check out these dates. Barber, Luzette, Thomas, McKay, and Allie. Luzette lived from 1886 to 1886. Luzette was a baby.
Oh, she was just a baby.
Thomas from 1894 to 1895, just 1 year old.
Oh.
McKay from 1898 to 1899, 1 year old.
Oh.
Isn't that something?
Allie, 1901 to 1901. How terrible.
So 4 babies right here.
4 babies.
Oh my gosh.
So sad.
All right, now this one, I don't think is marked.
No.
And this one, or the one next to it, I believe, is what I was told was, and forgive me, whoever's buried here, if this isn't true. I honestly mean no disrespect, but this was the fat lady from the circus.
Yeah.
One of these. And that's what they called her. That was her job. But from what I read this morning, the pay was $300 a day, right?
Right. Right.
So that's not bad for those days.
No, not at all.
So these are not marked. These 2 right here.
That's correct.
They're not marked. So they might be older than the babies we just saw.
Yeah, and that's built with bricks.
That's built with bricks, yeah.
Yeah.
Now over here,
Oh.
we have another Barber headstone. Franklin Lee Sr., born in 1933 and died in 2020. Wow. Franklin Lee Jr., born February 20th, 1958, still alive.
Yes.
And Betty J. Sexton, born June 26, 1936, and died September 10th, 2010. Now here is Thad Barber, 1887 to 1951. What is this little one over here?
It says ALB. They don't have a date on it, but it must be a Barber.
Yeah.
But it's small.
Can I see it? Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
It's hard to see my screen. This one, what does this say?
1936 to 1921.
Looks like Annie Lee Barber.
Yeah.
October 21st, 1906 to August 24th, 1921. Not old at all. Very
No.
young. And Robin has something to tell you interesting about this. Now, we're not sure what's true and what's not true.
Exactly.
Here's one. Roscoe died in 1960, on my birthday in 1960, February 8th.
Oh
Born
my
in
gosh.
1881. This one's got two names on it, William and Eileen. Well, William died in 2007 and Eileen died in 1994. So make sure I can see it in my camera. Jonas J. and Florence. Jonas was born in 1857, died in 1925, and Florence was born in 1860 and died in 1940. There's one more headstone. And all of the names are Barber. So
Yeah.
I'm not so sure what we found is true or not. Raleigh Thomas Barber, 1891 to March 1975. Wow. So it's just a family cemetery plot. And it's in a beautiful place, really.
It is. The tree is gorgeous. Big tree.
I mean, it really is in a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Now, read what you found, or what I found, and I sent it to you.
Yeah. Larry found this. He said what he found is some of the first burials in the cemetery were slaves. And then at one point, some local African-American residents referred to it as the Noonan Cemetery due to the patriarch William Noonan, who was buried here in 1873. It says it's considered a family cemetery. It is also considered the final resting place for many earlier settlers in the area. This is not a public cemetery. It does not have extensive publicly notes available of all the records of all the burials. So this cemetery is the most prominent individuals that are buried here is the Barber family, and including some enslaved people, but we don't see any markers for anything.
Yeah, we don't see anything other than the Barber name.
Yeah. Let's
So-
walk by around the fence and
And
see.
I want to point out that we don't know what's true.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you find something online, or the hearsay that I'm telling you from 1973 or so.
But that's when you moved here. It was
Well, I moved here in 72.
1972, and that's when you heard the legend.
Correct. That's correct. And I did drive up here. Boy, it's beautiful back there, isn't it?
Sure. We could walk back there to the tracks if you want to.
I am not walking back there to the
Okay.
tracks.
All right.
You can call me a wimp. You can call me whatever you want to call
You're
me.
not a wimp.
I am not walking back there.
Okay. All these pine trees, but this tree is outstanding.
Yeah. So as long as we're doing this, and as long as we're here in this part of the world,
Yeah.
I do want to show you the Romeo and Juliette story also,
Okay.
which is very, very cool. And again, I don't know what's true and what's not true,
Uh-huh.
but right now we have to cross the street and get
Okay.
back in your car.
Let's look at that little flower over there.
Look at the flower.
I like the flowers. I like when it flowers. You see all the plants.
All right, there's the flowery Robin's talking
And,
about, right there.
People must walk along that path back there, I bet you, to go to the tracks. This is so pretty, though. It is beautiful, and God bless the Barber family. Oh, there's a birdhouse that
Yeah.
somebody erected,
Yeah.
which is outstanding. And all of the ferns that have made a home on the
Yeah.
limbs of the trees there is so pretty.
It's really sad to see all the little babies that were buried.
Oh yeah, it's very sad.
Hello, birds.
You think there's anything in there?
I don't know. There might be a snake.
Oh, that's right.
See, listen to you.
Yeah. I just like to investigate.
I know,
things.
and then you get
I
bit,
like
and then
to
I gotta
walk.
go running to the hospital with you.
Oh no, first you'd have to suck it out, the venom, right? Isn't that what they say on the
If you
TV?
say so.
Okay.
All right, now we have to go down the hill, which I'm not so good at.
Okay.
But I told you it was a hill here.
Yeah, you did.
All right, I got
Nice.
spiders in my hair.
Okay. Well, we'll go down the hill together. I'll grab you so I can be steady,
I got spiders
too.
in my hair. I can feel them.
Spiders in your hair?
I honestly feel them. Yep, I do.
I don't think I have any.
Well, I'm taller than you. I probably hit the spiders.
Oh, yeah. You'd be the first target.
All right, now.
All right, now we got to wait for traffic because we've got a lot of traffic coming to the left and the right.
All right, just got to wait for this traffic to
Okay.
pass.
Well, this is really something, and that legend of the circus lady was handed down from generation to generation, you said. So.
Don't know if it's true.
Yeah.
It was something I was told. There's nothing up there indicating that, though, so.
No, but there's 2 unmarked graves, so we don't know.
Yes.
All right, are we going to go now after this car? Hurry. Woo! Here we go. Across the street.
All right, we're
Thank
crossing.
you.
I'm not fast.
Ooh. Well, he'll slow down. See, he slowed down for you.
That's what you hope. That's what I hope. All right, partner.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get back in the car. Now I want to show the Romeo and Juliette story, which
Okay.
again is probably folklore. I'll tell you about it when we get in the car.
Okay.
All right, now we are on the road again.
Uh-huh.
That was a little, whoa.
Whoops, sorry.
Jeez.
I was looking at the bar and grill sign.
A little
I'd be
nerve-wracking.
a little thirsty for a beer.
All right, so we're riding now in Robin's car.
Do I go straight?
You go straight.
Okay.
So you might see a sign in the video here for Morriston. So
Uh-huh.
this little area right here is called Morriston. And I can't remember if we were in Marion County yet or not. But we were at the very edge of Levy County where Levy and Marion meet. I'm not sure exactly where the line is.
There wasn't a sign that's in Marion, so it's probably up there.
Okay, so we're still in Levy.
Yeah, we saw the Levy sign coming
Okay.
north.
And so
Going
now
south.
what we're doing is I want to tell you this story. And again, it's one of those stories that I don't really know if it's true or not. But Dunnellon, before it was given that name Dunnellon, so this would be some time ago, was called Juliette. And if you go there now, there's a community called Juliette Falls,
Okay.
which is a relatively new subdivision. But it is named after the old name for the Dunnellon area, which was Juliette. Now, I'm going to tell you that I could be wrong, that it might have been 2 separate towns. Juliette and Dunnellon might have been 2 separate towns. But Romeo was where we're going to be in just a little bit. The town of Romeo. Well, actually, it got its name from the story I'm about to tell you. So there was a young man who lived up here. We're about 17 miles or 15 miles, whatever, from where Juliette would be. So that's a pretty long walk. And I told you there was a railroad track to the left over here. And so the young man, whose name I don't know, who got the nickname Romeo, because he would get on the train like a boxcar. It wasn't a passenger train, it was a freight train. He would get on the freight train here and then get off the freight train where his girlfriend lived. And they called her Juliette because of the Shakespeare story, Romeo and Juliette. So consequently, they named the town Romeo and the other town near Dunnellon, Juliette. That's the whole story. And he would just go visit her all the time, and that's how the 2 names stuck. And they're still called Romeo. And they weren't called Juliette for a long time, but now that there's a subdivision there called Juliette, and maybe we can show you that sign too if we pass it.
Okay. You have to direct me.
I'll show you how to get to that.
Okay.
But anyway, so that's pretty much the whole story there. And now I just want to show you the area. And a lot of this land, by the way, was used to grow trees that were made into paper.
Oh, okay.
There was a paper mill up, I think it's still there, up in Palatka.
Oh, yeah, it's still there and it's running. And it stinks.
And it does produce a smell, yeah. And so what they would do is they would cut, and they still do this, but I don't think they do it here. They grow pine trees for...
That looks like a pine tree farm. to
Right,
our
it does
right.
look like a pine tree farm over there, yeah.
So they must have just harvested the big ones and planted all the little ones.
Yeah, maybe they still do use it as farms, I don't know.
Yeah.
and they have to grow for like 15 to 20 years before they can harvest them.
Yeah, that's what I heard
That's incredible. I mean, the longest time from planting to harvesting
Too. Yeah.
is a tree, you know.
Sure.
All right, so I just gotta figure out where to tell you to turn.
Okay.
I might not remember.
If I pass it, we'll make a U-turn, so I'm okay with that. I'd rather be safe and make a U-turn.
So
than
see,
slow
there's a
down
sign
the
for
brakes.
Dunnellon Feed and Farm Supply.
Okay.
But
Boat for sale.
a boat for
You
sale.
want to buy a boat?
Well, there's a beautiful river up ahead. It's the Rainbow River,
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous.
and a lot of people use that for boating and swimming. And
Sure. They do those. They take canoes and kayaks, and even scuba divers go down there. They have classes, and some of the scuba classrooms go down there to learn how to do that underwater.
and you and I used to float down the river every summer
On tubes,
on tubes.
and they still do that. We
People
should
still
do
do it. We still do it. They still do it, and we could
Yeah.
still do it. But
Sure.
back then, we would do it by taking tubes with us.
Mhm.
Old
Yeah.
inner tubes from trucks or even from tractors. They'd be huge,
Oh sure.
and then you would float down the river.
Hmm.
And now it's kind of a business.
Yeah, you rent them, and then they pick them up at the end, which is
All right, so
very helpful.
here's the sign that says Marion County. So now we're entering Marion County, leaving Levy County.
Oh, there's the tracks. I see them.
There's the railroad tracks
I
right
see
to our
'em
left.
right
Robin,
there.
Robin can see them. Now we have to pass 328, which I think is the next left turn, but we don't want to turn there.
Okay.
We just want to stay on this.
Okay. Isn't this pretty?
It's beautiful.
This is so nice. We're looking for animals, though, crossing the road.
Yes.
I
All right,
mean,
now
there's
can you see
deer.
that sign right there? It says Romeo.
Yes.
Okay, so there's the word Romeo.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to find the road because I know where the young man lived.
Oh my gosh.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I sort of know where he lived. I don't know. This is what I was told. Again, it's all from stories I was told when I first moved here in 1972. All right, here's 328. So we're going
Go
past
straight?
this. Yep, we're going
Okay.
past this.
All right.
And just a little bit farther, and it should be on the right. It might even be a dirt road.
Would turn there?
No.
On the dirt road?
I
Would just
don't-
go past
I
it? Oh,
don't-
they're burning stuff
I
over
don't think
there on
that's
your
it.
road.
I don't think that's it. Nope.
Okay, they were burning
Yeah.
stuff down there. They had a burn pile.
All right. Now.
There we go. It's
Not
so
sure.
pretty, though. Oh, army trucks to the right.
I'm sure. Oh, there to our left. That used to be a charcoal plant. Right there, they manufactured charcoal. I don't know what they do now.
Wow, the
Maybe-
sign said free dirt.
Free dirt.
Yeah.
Yep. My brother Bob worked there, and my friend Mike worked there.
It said DONAU carbon. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh, okay.
Deno
Okay,
carbon.
slow down and turn right on this road right here.
Okay. All right.
I think if it's a road.
Is this a road?
It's not. It's not.
Okay.
But it's coming up.
Okay.
There should be a road to the right
Okay.
real soon.
Here it is.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Is there somebody behind you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's all right. He's being patient.
All right.
He's not beeping his horn or flashing his lights. yet.
All right. All right. All right. Oh, I see it up there.
Okay. By that big square thing?
Yes.
Okay.
That's where you want to turn
All
right.
right.
I'll show you where Romeo lived.
Okay. Oh, I see the green for the street sign.
Okay.
Thank you for being patient with me, sir. Driver.
Okay.
Here we are. Here we are.
It says Redeemer Baptist Church. It
Oh.
used to be called Romeo Baptist Church. Now it's
Okay.
called Redeemer Baptist Church.
Yeah, a lot of the churches are changing hands in Marion County.
All right. Now I'm not really
Different
sure.
denominations. That's a nice house.
I'm going to try to tell you where to go.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can remember. Let's try to
It's a
remember.
good place. Tell you where to go.
Let's see.
Ooh, there's something red over there.
There's going to be a place where we turn left.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right. Look at that. Isn't that?
I feel like it's at the top of a hill, so That looks like a hill right there.
Yeah, it does. Oh, I love exploring. I've never been down these streets before and roads. I love exploring. This is such fun. I'm enjoying
wait,
this
slow down,
today.
slow down. This might be it right here. Turn left
Turn
on this
left.
dirt road, yeah.
Okay.
This might be the road.
All
Okay,
right.
please don't go fast.
Okay.
Don't go fast. No, go
All right.
because of the car. I don't want your car to get ruined.
Okay.
All right.
right.
I don't know if this is it or not. But this, I think this is it, yes.
Oh, okay.
So this
Look at
is,
that blue house. It's so pretty.
yeah,
Big.
beautiful blue house right there. So these people live on a dirt road,
Yeah.
and we're driving on their dirt road. And little do they know that they live on the road that Romeo used to live on.
Well, we could send them a letter. There's their address on the mailbox.
All right, you gotta be careful of these little divots in the road.
Okay. Whoopie doos.
Because you don't want to knock your engine apart.
No. No, I like my engine.
Okay. All right. See if I can recognize it. I think it's
Oh, there's a southern flag, Florida flag.
okay.
This
Yep.
is nice. This is pretty.
All right, this is pretty.
Okay.
This, I believe, is the house that Romeo used to live in.
Isn't that something?
That's the house.
Wow.
That's it. That's it.
That's pretty cool.
That's where he lived.
That's very
And he would
cool.
hop that train, go 15 miles, and meet his girlfriend.
Wow, true love. I love that. Sacrifice everything for the person you love.
Now you can make a U-turn
Oh,
anywhere.
we do?
I
Okay.
guess, so we can go back out.
All right.
Because then I'm going to show you, I won't show you Juliette because I don't know where she lived. But I'll show
Okay.
you Juliette Falls.
The name.
The name Juliette Falls, yes, which is easy. That's an easy one because that's a modern day one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we found it. We found it.
Wow, that's pretty
And it
exciting.
really doesn't look all that different.
Yeah.
I mean, just a little bit.
The sign says beware of dog. We're not stopping now. I'm sure the dog is keeping his eyeballs out on this car.
Yeah.
He'll
Yeah.
come running to the fence if we get out.
All right. All right. So now we're going to head over to Juliette.
Okay.
So that's where Romeo lived. And like I say, I don't know the house where Juliette lived.
Uh-huh.
In fact, maybe she didn't even. Well, first of all, maybe she wasn't even real. It could be something somebody made up. But
Yeah, she was
there
real.
is that story.
Yeah, and it has to be the area.
There is that story, and it does
Sure.
explain why there's a place called Romeo, and why there's now a subdivision called Juliette Falls.
I think it's cool. We should make a children's book about Romeo and Juliet
Oh yeah.
for locally here.
You know what? That's not a bad idea.
That would be fun.
Just to tell the story again.
Yeah, a children's book. You would do some cool pictures.
The other Romeo and Juliet.
Exactly.
Now their story does not end in tragedy like Shakespeare's does.
Now that's a good thing because I don't want a children's book with an unhappy ending.
No, their story ends. I know the ending of their story.
Mm-hmm.
Their story ends. They got married and they had a farm. And oh gosh, I remember where the farm is located. But what they raised was
Children.
they raised children too. Yeah, they had a lot of children, but I don't know the family name, the last name.
Oh. Okay.
In fact, I don't know their names. I only know what they called them. Wow, I can't believe we found it.
That's pretty cool.
That's exciting.
Very
Now,
exciting.
back in those days, this particular stretch of road was also a dirt road.
Oh, I believe it. Sure. I believe it.
So yeah, they got married, they had a farm, and they raised, I'm going to say cows, but I could be wrong about that. I think it was cows and chickens,
Oh, okay.
and maybe vegetables too. Maybe it was a traditional farm. Yeah, and they had a lot of children. I feel like 12 was the number.
Wow.
And
Hey, what was that?
it sounded like a hawk.
Oh, okay.
But I honestly don't remember what the last name was, if
I
I
was
even
looking for bears.
knew it. All right. Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, that's a really good idea, Robin.
I don't think it's a good idea.
We'll write the Romeo and Juliet of Marion County,
Yeah, Florida.
Florida. Because there's one in Indiana, too.
Oh.
All right, now where we want to go is we want to go to Highway 40, where 40 connects to 41.
Oh, okay. I know where that is.
Yeah. And you're going to
Okay.
turn left on that,
Okay.
and that'll take us to Juliette Falls.
All right.
So I'm going to turn the camera off, and then when we get there, I'll turn it back on.
Okay.
All right, we're at Juliette Falls, and we're going to go into Juliette Falls, the community, and show you what it looks like in there. If you think about moving to Marion County, you might want to consider Juliette Falls. It's really beautiful.
Here's the sign. It's open to the public, it says.
There's another sign right there.
Yep. Oh, look
And-
how pretty.
And there's the artificial waterfall that they made.
You want me to stop?
No, you can go. We
Okay.
got it.
All right. Look how pretty that is.
It's very pretty.
I've never been in this community. Slow golf crossing.
All right, so here's the entrance now to Juliette Falls. And I wonder if the people who live here know the story of Romeo and Juliet, the Marion County Romeo and Juliet.
Well, they will soon. We'll get that children's book made.
That's a really good idea, Rob. I like that idea.
Thank you.
Okay. So now, 20 miles an hour is the speed
Okay,
limit.
tell me where to go.
I have no idea. I've never been in here.
Okay, all right.
I just want to see the homes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably beautiful.
20 miles per hour. Please respect our community. Oh, look at the magnolia trees. These still have blooms on them. Magnolia trees start blooming in March, and then some do, some don't, and then by June they're gorgeous, and then they start losing their flowers.
Oh, cool.
Very nice.
No wonder people like to live.
Kids and dogs at play.
Now, look at where Romeo lived compared to where Juliet lived.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that the thing they always do in the movies, though? The fellow lives on the other side of the tracks.
The
and he's-
fellow lives
and he's a...
in the slums.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so there's a clubhouse, there's a restaurant in here.
Do we go left or right?
I would go left and then go
Okay.
out the other side of the...
All right.
I don't no idea. I've never been here. But
Okay.
that's obviously a
Ooh.
golf course.
Nice, beautiful greens too.
Yeah, just take a
Oh,
drive.
look at this house.
Some new houses being built.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I like all the brick on the sides. Ooh, look at this one.
Oh my gosh. All right, we just need to make a few dollars. We'll be able to move in there.
I think so. Oh, that one has a pool. Is there a for sale sign in front?
That's what we need. We just need a pool.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Look how beautiful. Look at this gorgeous. Oh, this place is for sale across the street. Does it have a pool? Looks, oh, it does. It's got. Oh, look at this house on our left. Let me
Oh my gosh.
Let me do this.
Isn't that beautiful or what?
that. I love that. I love that.
That is a nice looking
Oh,
house.
3 golf cart garage.
3 golf cart garage.
And this one's got a golf cart garage and a garage
Oh
built
my
in.
God. Juliet lived in a nice place.
I am so excited about this place. Look at this house on the right.
So if you lived here, you probably would have a Dunnellon address, I think.
Sure, I wouldn't mind. Look at this house. Look at all the garages. My goodness. For sale. This one's for sale. Is there a pool? I mean, if we're going to consider buying a house here, it's got to have a pool. Well, that guy's in there working on his golf cart. I saw him underneath the golf cart. Look at all that beautiful greenery out there. Isn't that nice? Which way did we turn?
Wherever you want to go. Oh, that says no outlet, so you better turn right.
Okay, and they're building over there.
All right. Well, now you have seen Juliet. You've seen where Romeo used to live, and I assume Juliet lived around here somewhere.
Yeah, and look at all those stubs up there for the homes. Look, he's in a bobcat. They're digging up stuff.
So if we're going to write a
Stubbing
story, the ending can't be the climax. The climax has to be the marriage, the wedding, because they lived happily ever after. It's one of those
Sure.
stories.
Sure. Love prevails, which it always does, and he probably, he had a decent job probably. And wow, What are the possibilities of making up this story? I'm all excited
A
about
decent job, if you think about it.
There's the golf cart,
He
guys.
probably was just a hard-working guy.
Yeah.
And he probably had, I don't know how he got land to build a farm, to have a farm, but
He worked
how
hard.
But how did that happen back then? I mean, back then in the 1800s or whatever it was,
Yeah.
if you got a, I don't know.
You staked out your claim
I have no
on
idea how that
unclaimed
worked.
property.
Somebody, you can put it in the comments.
Yeah, on unclaimed property.
Oh, look, there's
Surveyors. Yeah.
See, this is actually still being built.
Yeah.
All right, we got to find our way out of here.
All right. Oh, there's a dirt road.
Yeah, don't do the dirt road.
I'll turn around. This is exciting. I love exploring. I've always passed that sign, never been into this community.
Me either.
It's open to the public, it
And
says. It's got a restaurant in here.
And I have told the story, I cannot tell you how many times. I probably even told it on the air when we did the radio show. But if for some reason it doesn't seem like anybody ever embraces the story. I think it's such a cool story.
It is, and they will now, because it's our next children's book. And I'll make, 26 children's books we've written then?
We've written a lot, yeah.
One. Yeah, and they're all on Amazon. Shameless self-promotion.
Well, if you want to buy one of these houses, you better promote those books.
Yeah. This is nice.
Look at all this land right here that's going to be somebody's house.
It's great.
It's all set up too. You can see it's all set up for the wiring.
Yeah, yep. Look at that.
That's one thing they don't have to put in anymore, phone lines.
Yep, there they are. See the golfers?
There's
the golfers.
There's the golfers.
Yep, they're all set. Yep.
I didn't get a really good picture of them, but anyway, they were there. You can see it enough.
I have to show you something interesting.
Uh-oh. What is it? What'd you see?
Okay, it's to your right.
Yeah?
And they have their driveway all marked out right there. Probably where the driveway might be going. So they've chosen their stones already to cement in there.
Right.
And it looks like it's going to go around the tree or something.
Right.
That's pretty neat. That is pretty cool.
Yep.
They got sewers, city sewers, so you don't have any, you got city sewer.
Well, and for those of you who are thinking about moving to the area, because I know we have two different audiences, those who live here and those who plan to live here.
Uh-huh.
So if you plan to live here, this is really inland compared to the coast. So I'm not saying you'll be completely protected from hurricanes, but you're a lot better off here than you would be in Crystal River or St. Petersburg or Daytona Beach or Tampa.
Yeah, because you will notice if you move to any of those places Larry just mentioned, they show you where the evacuation route is. Yeah. It's well marked on the highways with an arrow which direction you need to go.
So this is another community in Marion County that we probably wouldn't have shown you if it wasn't for me wanting to tell you the Romeo and Juliette story.
Yeah, I've always passed the sign, but I've never
So who knew that our little trip to see the old Barber Cemetery was going to end up with a Romeo and Juliette being the dominant story of our video?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to pull up in that road that says Clubhouse because we got to look at that, too.
All right.
The roundabout.
Well, we can get away with it because we're old. So it looks like we're looking for a place to live.
And it says it's open to the public. To 7 p.m. it says. So that's really nice.
Okay.
They don't have a guard at the gate. One way.
Yeah, it's a circle. What do you call those things?
Roundabout.
Roundabout.
Yeah, it took me a while to get used to driving roundabouts with all the yield signs and things.
All right, you want to go
Is this
one
where
more?
we saw it?
What? No. Go. That. One more.
Oh, okay.
You want to go to the clubhouse, you said.
Yeah, I do.
That was the way out.
Oh, okay. Here we are. Slow down. Bag drop. Clubhouse. Stop for golf carts. Isn't this nice? I would like to live
Juliette
in
Homes. See right there?
Yep. Clubhouse is straight. I just want to see it.
I wonder how close they are actually to the river. Oh, I know how close they are. They're not that close because the headwaters are a little bit further south.
Oh, okay. There you go. Oh, look at that. They're putting a roof on that one. This is the way to the clubhouse, huh?
I think you passed the clubhouse.
Oh, I didn't see a sign. Wait. There's a sign.
Oh yeah, clubhouse is up
straight
ahead.
ahead.
Okay.
So is the bag drop.
The bag drop.
Yeah. Bicycles, runners, golf carts.
Brand new houses right there.
Pedestrians.
Brand new.
Yeah, this is so nice.
Oh.
Look at that fancy red car. Oh, he's got his blinker on.
He wanted you to know he's there. Let me put my blinker on so they see me.
Yeah.
They don't think we saw the red car.
That house is
Clubhouse straight ahead, it says. Okay.
Okay.
Wow. You would think that they would put the clubhouse like closer to the.
About there where the golfers are.
Yeah.
Unless that's the back 9. And this is the front 9 up here.
Well, these are nice houses.
Oh, yeah.
Might
What
as
does
well
that
show the
sign say?
houses.
Clubhouse. Left?
Clubhouse to the left, yep.
Okay. Got my blinker on.
No outlet. Yeah, that would be up against the golf course, I guess.
Yeah. Exit only, no parking.
All right.
Parking, bag drop.
Okay, we don't want the bag drop.
Okay.
But
I
that
thought
must be
that was the clubhouse.
That must be the clubhouse, yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll turn around and number 10.
Yeah, that's probably the clubhouse right there.
Okay. Well, we'll turn around. Yeah, look at that. That's the golf course out there. Nice. Okay. We'll turn around. Isn't this nice? Wow. This is great. Oh, he's changing his shirt.
Yeah.
He's probably going to the clubhouse for a beverage.
Right.
Because he gets rid of his sweaty shirt.
Right. Puts on.
Oh, look at there's falls over there too.
Oh, yeah.
You want to park and walk, or are we good?
No, good.
Okay, I'd stop for a beer, but that's okay.
Do you want to stop for a beer?
No, that's all right. We don't need to. Let's
Okay.
see. Oh, this must be the road.
Jeez, Robert.
I'm just looking at the roads.
Oh, man. Hire you to be a stunt woman.
No, they're more talented than me.
Well, you're more talented than me when it comes to driving. Look at this.
Well, that's because I did a lot of garage sales in my life.
Oh, that explains everything.
Yeah, because, you know, when you're going down the road and you see garage sale, if you got to make a U-turn.
All right, now if you will go a
you
little
do
bit
it, right?
slow, just a little bit slow right here.
Okay. All right.
I want to show the clubhouse. Okay.
Okay. All right.
There we go. There's, all right, now we see the clubhouse. And there is a restaurant in there, too.
Oh, okay. There's probably a bar.
I only know that because I saw the sign.
Oh.
There we go.
We got
All right.
trees. Boy, this was a beautiful day.
All right.
Wow.
Now we got to find our way out of here.
Okay.
All right, so now you have seen the Barber Cemetery, the Barber Family Cemetery, which had a real element of sadness to it.
Oh, it did.
And
it did.
And you've heard the story of Romeo and Juliette. Now, the fat lady in the circus part of our story, I don't even know, I can't even vouch for that at all. I found nothing in any documents or anything online that kind of backed up that story, but that's what I was told. And nor can I find anything that backs up the Romeo and Juliette story. That might be folklore, who knows? But if you think about it, there's got to be a reason why they named it Romeo and why this area was called Juliette. Right?
I concur.
There's got to be a reason for that. So while we're wrapping up the video, let me just let you look at some of these amazingly beautiful houses in Juliette Falls.
Yep. Don't forget the porta potties. You need them. Look at that house. Ooh, it's got garages on both sides of the garage. Nice.
All right.
This one's for sale too, but I like the other ones. That looks kind of small.
It's really pretty.
That one doesn't have a pool.
This is a very pretty community.
It is. It's beautiful.
What I don't like about all of these things is the homeowner association fees and rules. But here's what I always say about that. If money is not an object for you, then don't worry about it. Just pay it and just live your life. Because it does offer some nice amenities, you know.
Sure. Use sand traps and stuff. I guess those are practice.
All right, so while Robin is navigating, I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to wrap up the video.
Okay.
Oh.
I would clubhouse.
All right.
And then get a golf cart. And see, there's even a walking trail. Isn't that nice?
That's beautiful. All right, so we're going to wrap up the video right now, so take care. Be good. Enjoy the world.
Don't forget to write, because writing's very important. And the world.
Writing is very important, especially if you're going to write a children's book
I can't see you on your phone there.
About Romeo and Juliette.
There we go.
Yeah, you have to write it in order for it to be.
I have to watch the road. You have to watch the phone.
I know. I was.
Yeah, but then I couldn't see you on the
But then why are you looking at the phone?
Well, I don't know.
All right, we're getting out of here now. Take care. Be good. Don't forget to write. The world
spins fine on her own.
Baby.
The world spins fine on her own. Yes. The world spins fine.